Welcome back to the $5 million debt challenge on FS25. We are into October, which means the soybeans are ready to be swathed. So the plan is to hopefully, and I don't see why it wouldn't work, so we've got the steering assist course all planned in, and then what I'm going to do is hopefully transfer that to the combine with the pickup header, and hopefully it'll work. So that is the cunning plan. We've got 3 cultivating contracts underway, so the case is running those, so that'll bring a bit of cash in. There are 2 things that I want to purchase today, not massive items, but necessary, I think. So we'll get to those in a little bit, but first we've got 2 headlands to do, and then some up and down rows. So headlands done, up and down rows commencing. So this week saw the announcement of FarmCon 25. Can't remember the dates off the top of my head, but it's in Kundl, I guess, hopefully I'm saying that right, in Austria, and Lindner are hosting it this year. So hopefully, sorry, this year, next year, hopefully should be able to go. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed with these things. It's a while off yet. Yeah, upcoming though is Llama. I think I said this the other day. That's going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to that. It's like, I think I got the email last night saying it's 4 weeks, 1 month to go. So I know, I'm excited. But yeah, it should be good. Should be good. Giants have confirmed they're going to be there with the FSL. That's all rather good, and I think it's quite nice that they do actually are going to. Well, this will be the 2nd year, so I mean it's good that they're coming back. It wasn't just a one-off. So yeah, all good. Now I'm tempted to do one field at a time because I'm rather interested to see how this yields. So I think what we'll do is, once we finish this field, we'll grab the Massey, stick the trailer on the fence, because the case is still working its way quite nicely through the cultivating contracts. And then, yeah, we'll get this field done, collected, and then move on to the next one. So I think that is going to be the plan. It's not taking us long to do this. Obviously, the collecting process is slightly slower, but I'm sure we will cope, and hopefully it's going to yield well. Otherwise, I'll cry. I jest. I'm not gonna get that emotionally attached to it. Now we have had the suggestion, and normally, well, I'm still a bit reserved on it. The suggestion to do poplar, because it seems to be rather lucrative, but it's just the process of getting it in the ground, which takes the time. So I'm torn. I am torn. Now, like most things, if you put the time into it, it does reward you. Hence why Swathing gives you a 25% bonus, because you add in an extra step. But I just don't know. Yeah, having seen how long it took Disturb to plant a few reasonably sized fields, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm going to have to seriously consider that one. But yeah, it's weird. I've not been on. So last week for you, there was only 2 videos. And other than editing those, I've not actually been on my computer, really. I've been on my laptop, but I've been playing F1 and whatnot. Just had a bit of a chill from it, really. Guess a pre-Christmas break, if you could call it that. So yeah, but hopefully it's we'll get back into the swing of things. So what I need to do is hold that 12.2 meters, right? So let's get this over here out of the way. Put that there for now. Lower that down. Get that off. We'll grab the fence and the trailer, and then we'll grab the Massey, and then yeah, we'll start to pick up the swaths and hopefully fill the trailer rather rapidly. Right then, down at the field, and if we press and hold, and if we go to 12.2, 2 headlands, okay, drive, I'm going to need to turn it on, lower it down, and drive onto the field. Ha ha! Superb. There we go. Lovely. Just makes it a bit easier. Makes it a bit easier, doesn't it? There we go. Filling up reasonably well. I'm hoping that these are going to make us some serious cash. Because I'm struggling for other ideas. I mean, the other part of me thinks, right, okay, let's just do lettuce in the greenhouses. Yeah, maybe we'll do, once we've sold all the chili and chili, and what they're called, garlic. Complete mind melt then. Maybe we'll swap them to lettuce for a bit. There we go. What's that? 3,246 litres off of one pass, which is not shabby at all. Maybe we do that. It's alright being fancy with stuff, but if it's not going to make you the most money, then it might not be the smartest of ideas. So, yeah, that could be the logic. I mean, I think the best price for stuff was, I think it was January, February time. So, with the ability that we've got now to auto-load stuff, we should be able to, you know, make a decent bit of cash relatively easily when that time comes. So, it's not all doom and gloom. We should get, hopefully, another cut of silage in this year, plus the contract. So, we're not in a bad state, really. It was never going to be a quick process. The first unload complete, and that's how far we got, so not too shabby at all. Now there was a little bit on the edge of the field that I wanted to try and get. Now hopefully it's there. Is it? Or did I dream it? No, there was a little bit. I don't even think it got us a litre, but, you know, never mind. We want to be that one, lower down. Just check we're not missing anything. Super. Very good indeed. So 8,000 litres off 80%, no, even 85, 90% of a headland. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, the things that I want to place down in a little bit. So, one is an electric charge point, because we've now got an electric truck, so that kind of makes sense. That released on the Mod Hub a couple of days ago, I think it was. And there's also a small jet wash that released. So I think in total, I think that's going to come to about $3,500, euros, pounds. But we're dollars, so dollars. So we'll be able to charge the truck and we'll be able to clean some kit, because I'm well aware that everything is bleeding filthy. So that'll be good, and they're relatively cheap, so that's what we like. Farming on a budget. Not on a budgie, a budget. So, oh, we've thinking heck, this is I'm loving this. It's difficult to know how much we're gonna get, but at peak price should be a tiny little profit for us. So as you might notice, we've had to unload again. And in between we've moved the case onto the last cultivating contract, so that should bring us in about, I think it was 9, maybe 10,000. So yeah, job is a good one. But this yield is, I'm really happy with it. That's all I can say. It's better than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, job is a good one. I guess the only thing to think about is what to put in next, and whether we do go for maybe a field, one of the smaller, maybe that field there of poplar. Don't know. I am, like I say, I'm torn on the matter at the moment. But yeah, first things first, we need to get this done. We need to then check see if it needs liming. We might run the subsoiler through it. And then we'll go from there, I think. So yeah, not trying to rush things. Plenty of time. Yeah, just plod on and make some progress. So last couple of swaths, passes, rows, whatever you want to call them. And I think, yeah, this has worked quite well. So I'm hoping we can do it on the other shaped field, the slightly odder shaped field out the two. The other thing I'm looking at is the fields around us should potentially have contracts on them. So we might be able to pick some of those up. We'll have to see. The other thing that I'm conscious I want to keep moving is the house build. Now that needs planks long and did I miss one there? I did. How very rude of me. Oh. Didn't want to get that bit, no? Annoying. And planks long, so we've got the wood in our little sawmill, so that's gonna chug away slowly and produce those, but we need more wood in the least sawmill for the prefab walls. So could do with keeping an eye out to see if there's any dead wood contracts. Yeah, a shame. Yeah, unless unless we're a bit cheeky and we plant a tree and then cut it down. Maybe. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's on the list. It's on the list. Not the priority. It's not priority. Getting the field sorted has got to be top priority. So I don't think we're quite going to get a full hopper. Not far off. That ain't bad. So we can lift that up, turn it off. Stick out the auger. Where is the vent? All the way down there, but that's not too bad. We can position ourselves ready to then hoover up the soybeans once we've swapped the other field. What we'll do is, while this is unloading, we'll take a quick look at the contracts page and see what is available around us and if it's worth potentially doing anything to try and make a bit of cash. So, right, we've done that one, that's fine. Oh, deadwood. Deadwood. Okay, how long's that got left? 8 hours 55. Okay. Fertilizing, no. Right, where are we? So there is... Okay, that's rather lucrative. Take off 1,300 quid. So 1740, that's not bad. Is there anything that we could do and use the same machinery for? No, oh, that's hoeing. No, right. So corn. A corn header. Is that going to be a specific sunflower header? I don't think it is. Let's look in. So, harvesters. It is. That's annoying. I don't think. No, that's not right. That's not right, surely. Let's turn that off, put that in. Right. Where do we want to be? Here. There we go. Turn that off as well. So let's just have a look at that. So that's sunflowers. Okay. Ah, it looks the same. So that'd work. That would work. So is it worth... No, wrong menu. Sorry, people, sorry. So take that, and then use the equipment for that. That could work. Bit of driving, but still, never mind. And then there was cotton. It's just whether we get enough off that. That one, definitely. And was it that one? 82 and 24. Okay. Right, let's collect these. So, 2.5. Thank you. Lovely. Perfect. Lovely jubbly. Right. So, while we've got the money, let's go back to here. And, oh, look at all these. So, what I'm thinking is... Now, can we... construction, and what's it going to be under? Oops. Aha. If we put that there. Very good. 3.5. Oh, this was 3.5. Never mind. And then let's go. We want snapping on. How close can we get here? Let's go. That should be okay. And then we'll just do a little bit of softening. Oh, too much. Too much. We're gonna do now, do that level. Is it still floating? I think so. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. Nope. Right. I'll sort that bit out. And then we'll crack on with the swathing in the second soybean field. So I've taken both the contracts, borrowed the equipment for field 24, and yeah, I'm hoping that it was be the same as when we did the beans. Was it beans or spinach? Can't remember. Or it wasn't peas. I can't remember. It really is. Oh dear. Need a break. Need a break. Roll on. Christmas. So yes, that's the plan. I'm surprised at how much the contract for field 24 is paying. It doesn't look. Well, I suppose it is a reasonable sized field. Interesting, but yeah, either way, it's going to make field 82 dead easy to do because I think the kit for that was quite small. We'll probably, I think field 82 was the closest to the was close to the shop, so we'll be able to do that one first, and then the field 24. I had a game with the charging station, so I did sell it. I haven't claimed the money back because it was my fault, and so I've sort of leveled the ground back and then replaced it. So it cost a little bit more, but never mind. Never mind. And the jet wash works. I've tested that on the baler, so that's good. And for some reason, having not done any cleaning of machinery yet, I didn't think that it would leave them looking wet, but it does. So yeah, very cool. So again, same with this. I think we've done 2 headlands. So we'll get this done and then pick it up, and then hopefully we'll have a little bit of time to at least start one of the 2 harvesting contracts. We are romping through this field. I don't know what made me use that adjective. Yeah, we're romping through the field. I do like this smother. From being a bit thank you. We want to be on that line. There we go. I'm being a bit apprehensive about the steering. You know, potential to crash. It's not actually too bad. And it doesn't, even though it's an additional step, it doesn't actually seem to take much longer to do fields. And for a yield bonus of 25%, you can't actually sort of knock it, to be fair, because it, I don't know, just feels quick. Yeah, a worthwhile choice, methinks. So we've got what? 1, 2, maybe 3 passes left. We'll see in a second. 2. Marvellous. Then we can grab the Massey and yeah, see how much we get. I mean, smaller field-ish, so I don't know. I'd be happy with, I think we got about 30-something thousand litres off of the t'other field. So, I don't know. I think I'd be happy with about 50. 1,000 litres maybe. I think that seems a fair amount. Like I say, that should then bring us in a decent bit of cash in June or July, whenever it peaks. So yeah, right, we will throw this across the road, grab the Massey, and get this lot picked up. So I didn't even have to put in the 12.2 meter working width. Again, it's just remembered it, that we've literally driven onto the field, hit H, and we're off. I love it. I think it's so very well done. Yeah, it's just brilliant. I love it. Yeah, and I've not had, touch wood, so far, too many issues with the workers. Now, all right, they take a bit of time in the corners, etc. Let's pick that up there. But other than that, they're not horrendous. I know, depending on probably the size, size and complexity of the field, that may differ. But yeah, so far we've been all right. Now it does make me wonder why it doesn't pick up. Oh, it did. There we go. Some of the little bits, but there we go. So already approaching 3,000 litres full. Job is a good one. Now what we might do is, instead of doing the headlands, we're going to do this one, and then we're going to pick up and we're going to go and do the row, and then we'll come back round the field like we did before, because it's going to make it quicker at the corners. It makes sense to me. I didn't explain that very well at all, but yeah, I know what I mean. So first, probably the only full trailer we're going to get, but 38,600 litres of soybeans going in the silo, which, once we've done that, come on, time saving stock check. 38,000 is going to be a max value of 85 grand in July, which is rather good. Now, oats 42, canola 58 grand. I'm liking this. I think we're doing all right. There's some serious money there. Talking of serious money, how on is this getting on? 896 litres. Now, I was watching... Who was I watching? FSG. And his Frontier series. Poor bloke. He's struggling. But it's a good watch. Not just because he's struggling. That sounds really harsh. But he said, and I hadn't realised, that they are 50% slower, which makes sense at the rate that they don't churn out product. So they're a good way to get started, but yeah, not with the leasing of a production, kind of like maybe we could sell those and just put the costs into leasing. I don't know. Now we've got them, we'll stick with them. But if you were starting out, then maybe that's what you'd do. If you had the option to use the production leasing mod, obviously. So that's that. Now there we go. That's done. So we can get into the combine, turn it on. We're already on the course. Fold that in. And job is a good one. This shouldn't take us too much longer. We've got the rest of the headlands and up and down, so I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for 50,000 litres. That's what I want. That's my target. Anything more than that is an absolute bonus. So with that unload done, we're now well over the 50,000 litres that I was hoping for, which is good. I'm well chuffed with that. Like I say, anything over that was always going to be a bit of a bonus. Wasn't really sure what to expect. But yeah, very pleased indeed. And the more I use this combine, the more I really like it. I think it's a decent first combine. You know, if you're starting out like we did with, well, right, we started out with a lot of money. If you're trying to be cautious with your money, then this is a great little option. I think even the Rostel mash, I think, that came out potentially was more expensive. And it's not a bad capacity. 8,000 litres is not horrendous. Alright, you'd be interested to see if you were running a proper header, how big you could actually run. Or power, should I say. But, yeah, it's a good little combine. It's a good, handy little, cheap combine. And the way we're doing it, keeping it on lease, is even better, because the rental costs are minimal. You know, I think we pay about $700-800 a day, if that. So no more or less than leasing a production. So yeah, all good. Now that's that done. So we'll get that unloaded into there. Quite a lot over the back axle. Never mind. What we're going to end up with. Just shy of 19,000 litres. Not bad. Right, we'll do that. We'll hold up the combine, because that's it for a bit. And we'll turn the engine off. While the flywheel slows down. Ooh, no trailer. Right, we'll get this tipped. We'll have a look at the total that we got. So, what were we? 38 before, so 48, 56,000 litres. Not bad. And then we'll do that. We'll just get this tipped first, and then we'll head and pick up the contract equipment and start in the contract in field 82. So on our way to field 82, which is down here on the right. Yes, it's this one in front of us. Marvellous. So let's pause that there. And that was it. Soybeans, wasn't it? 57,441 litres, which should bring us in a whopping 127,000, which is marvellous. Need to keep an eye on the straw. Everything else is later on. Yeah, December, that's fine. All good, right. So, we'll get this attached, we'll make a start, and then, yeah, that might well be it for this episode. Now, I did just have a quick look to see if perchance there was a contract on the Field 83 whilst we were here, but no such luck. Oh, hello. Those corn stalks must be a little bit chewy. Yeah, it's a shame, because it would have been nice to do it down here, but there's nothing to say that once we've done this, it might appear later on. I mean, this one is not going to take long. I think we can probably get away with doing a headland and then 2 up and downs maybe. But yeah, the perk of using the bigger equipment, I suppose. Nice choice of combine with the contracts as well. So yeah, all good here. So I think on that note, we'll avoid clattering the tree. We'll go back and make sure that we do not miss anything. There we go. So yes, we're going to leave it here for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you to the YouTube channel members and the Patreons. You're all fantastic. Links below if you want to join. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.